everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm here to go over the challenge All Stars 2, last night's episode that premiered on Paramount Plus. I have a few things to say. I know it's a fun Friday night. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. Forgive my hair. I have a hair appointment early in the morning, so I just washed it and put it in my little baby puff. No glam tonight, but we just gonna jump into the challenge. Hey Eric, how you doing out there? Last night was a good episode. I like this kind of challenge where I can see the alliances, people actually fighting for their team and not just anybody but me. Like I like when it's some strategy and alliances to my challenge. And this was a great episode. I am mad at the ending, but we'll get to there at the end. So everyone's back at the house. I think they call themselves the Three Kings: Tech, Nehemiah, LT. They're having some kind of conversation, celebration. They got Derek K out. Great. Derek is gone. I really felt like that was a power move for anybody in the game because to me, Derek was a favorite to win this thing. But Derek is gone. Jody looks a little bit sad because that was her way to the end. But I think Jody can still make it to the end. We shall see. And I forgot who left for the girls. I know Ayana was in the elimination with them, and Ayana smoked it again. Katie. Katie went home. Okay. So we're into the new episode. The Three Kings kind of solidified their thing, and I think they added Melinda. And at this point, they also added Steve, which comes into hand at the end of the episode, how Steve kind of flipped on them. So the Three Kings doing their thing. Brad is kind of sucking up to Darrell to make sure he's good with the Darrell side of the house. Brad is playing both sides of the coin here. Like Brad is playing with Nehemiah and he's playing with Darrell. So I think Brad is in a great position for this game. So not too much really going on in the house. We kind of see foreshadowing. I kind of knew this was going to be a Tech heavy episode because they were giving Tech way too much camera time. And so I just wanted to get to the challenge. So the challenge this week I thought was entertaining and it looked challenging, which is what I look for in a challenge. They had to kind of climb stairs, but they had to jump on a trampoline. I thought that was fun. They had to make a jump to kind of smash puzzle pieces into the water. I thought that looked fun. And then for the women, I think it was kind of harder because they weren't as heavy. They couldn't get their puzzle pieces down fast enough. They had to jump multiple times. I believe Casey just outright quit after a bad fall. And then Melinda had a bad fall and had to be cleared by the medic staff. So it was a challenging challenge. I think everyone else finished. I don't recall anybody else not finishing, but I ain't take notes this week. I'm sorry, you all. So after everyone did what they had to do, I think Steve messed up because Steve didn't listen to the rules. The rules were you have to smash one puzzle piece at the time. Steve smashed two, and everyone was like, he disqualified, so he had to leave one in the water, and it swam away like a couple 100 feet. So the bottom two are going to be Melinda by default because Casey jumped one extra time. But I kind of felt like if Melinda didn't get hurt, she wouldn't have quit. But I guess we can't do woulda, shouldas. So Melinda's in the bottom and Steve is in the bottom because his puzzle piece flew away. Oh, and it was math. And everyone, you get smarter, you get older, you get smarter because everyone was working those math problems. I think it was only Tech who looked a little bit confused. So everyone's having a good time. Steve was dumb for not listening to the rules and because Steve could have probably won it if he would have just did one puzzle piece at a time like he was supposed to. Now, I like the strategy. I told y'all the life shield is ruined. Pretty much all you can do now with your life shield is save yourself. So the strategy is Darrell and Jody, they won. They want revenge for Derek. It's a split house because to me, Darrell usually plays the middle of the game. Darrell could have rolled this out and just still played neutral, but by Darrell needing revenge for Derek, he's shown that the house is split. So Jody has her eyes fixated on Tina because Tina got her put into elimination the week she had to go in. Which Tina disappointed me. Tina disappointed me because that's fair game. Tina, you put Jody in, it's going to be vice versa. So Jody has who she wants. I want to question Darrell. It's a question I would like answered. Of the three Kingsmen, why Tech? Why do you want to get the revenge for Derek on Tech? I guess because Steve was already in there. So Steve, one of the two, somebody from that room was going home. But I thought maybe he would have shot his shot at Nehemiah or even LT. I didn't understand why he shot his shot at Tech. The only thing I can think is maybe he picked Tech because he viewed Tech as someone who would maybe not win one to throw him back in there. I don't know, but and then Tyler, why not just throw in Tech and Nehemiah? Like, I thought Tyler was at least cool with the Darrells. I thought the votes, it was kind of strange that they still threw Tyler out there, but and then of course they put Casey up there. So everyone comes to see the board. It is what it is. Ayanna is pissed because she felt like you all stole my life shield. Like, I earned that. But I'm like, girl, yeah, you earned it, and now you have saved yourself. Now, I thought Ayanna would pull a boss move and be like, hell, vote me in. I'm saving Tech, because Ayanna be like, I could beat anybody. That would have been a TV moment if Ayanna would have still saved Tech, but then they just would have threw Nehemiah up there. So anyway, Ayanna, it's a part of the game. Didn't you see last week they did the same thing to Jody and Kahutta? They made them burn those life shields. The life shield, pretty much now, if you get a life shield, all you should do is guarantee yourself safety for another week. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got home. I haven't eaten anything or drank anything, so I'm thirsty. Okay, so we're up to the votes. In the bedroom, Nehemiah overhears Steve saying that he wants Tech. Like, everybody vote in Tech. Now, I don't know about you all. You can let me know in the chat. I felt like the vote, no matter what Steve wanted or not, the vote was always going to be Tech and Tina. I want to know, like, why is Janae, Jasmine, that group leaning more towards the Darrell side of the house and not the Nehemiah side of the house? Like, I thought Janae and Jasmine and a couple of more of those middle people like Kendall, they would be more on at least the middle and maybe would back up Tech and maybe vote in Tyler. But I guess Darrell's side of the house does have more pull, I guess. They got who they wanted in to go in. The next big thing, I know Nehemiah was like, I'm going to tell Tech what Steve said about him. And I'm like, who cares? Tech didn't show his anger until he got to the elimination, but I thought that was probably best. He channeled that energy and put it into the elimination. And Tina is banging pots and pans because Tina thought she had more friends than she did. And Tina banging pots and pans, I'm coming for y'all bitches and everything else. She was talking some good hot shit. And Jody is like, oh, we aren't going to engage. She just wants us to engage with her. I'm not going to respond. She did it to me. And I'm like, Jody, you're responding. You're just not saying the shit to her face. Like, Jody, pipe down. You did a good game move. Take it for what it is. So, W said Casey back to her old self, quitting as usual. Yeah. And I don't know, it's on the preview, doesn't she quit again? I ain't gonna get on Casey because that I don't like people who quit, but I'm even more mad at Tina for quitting in elimination. Like that really pissed me off. So let's just go right there. So I guess in the elimination with Tina and Melinda, Tina just gonna do and stand in the middle of the field like, girl, you got it. I don't like what I'm turning into. I don't want to be the old Tina again. So I'd rather go home. Girl, you don't have no self-control. You can't control your emotions where you can play the game and still not be your old self. Then that means you still that Tina. If you can't play the game and not have to bang pots and pans and control yourself, or maybe you feel like you have to turn up for cameras, I don't know. But I felt like, Tina, you should have fought that out. You should have let Jody know, yeah, bitch, you put me down here, but I'm coming back into the house. I think you could have beat Melinda unless maybe you hadn't been keeping up with your cardio and endurance and you felt like you was going to lose anyway. I don't know. I did not like seeing Tina quit. I don't want to see anybody quit because I feel like, why are you here? You just hear that, oh, if I get voted in, I quit. Like, I don't like it. So bye, Tina. Quitters usually don't get asked back, so I guess we won't get to see Tina again. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can have compassion for her reasoning, but I just am not feeling it. But let's get over to the guys' elimination. That was a good elimination. That was a good elimination. I didn't know Tech had the shoulder check in him. Like he shoulder G checked Steve. Like, oh, you wanted to go against me? Well, let me show you what I got. You thought this was gonna be easy. No, sir, I'm about to rock you. But then Steve, he returned that same energy. And then Tech still kind of popped him for a second time. I said, this is a good elimination. It could have been anybody's game because I felt like they were trying to make it seem like Steve just gassed all the way out. It looked like they both were gassing out. And I felt like it could have been either one of them could have won that. That's what I love about the eliminations when they're a good, tight elimination. And Tech pulled it off. And he talked all the hot shit. He was like, you thought you had me, but on the next flight home. I loved all the energy Tech was giving. What I didn't like is Tech was just outwardly shouting out the alliance. Like, what they do, three kings, we, us. And I'm like, come on. Like, now y'all really a target for the house. Y'all putting a bigger target by over celebrating. People already knew you were alliance, but now you just kind of made it. It is what it is. Now, Eric, you said he punked Steve. He did. What did you think about Steve calling out Tech, who was a part of his alliance, instead of facing up against Tyler? Because I feel like Steve versus Tyler, Tyler don't look like he in the best of shape still, so that would have been an even matchup as well. He probably could have took Tyler. I don't know. Because Tech do have those long legs, so he have a longer step. Are we mad at Steve for kind of when you get close to the fire, pulling up on Tech? Are we mad at him? Right. It didn't make sense calling out Tech. I would have. Look, at the end of the day, people are always going to view Tech as a layup for his size alone. And without knowing the elimination, if it was a pole wrestle or something where weight had to be a counterpart, he was not going to beat Tyler. Tyler is huge. But that's something you keep to yourself. Unless you're really close with the people in the house, you keep that to yourself, and you know you're not that close to those people. They were voting in Tech anyway, so you didn't have to blow up your game and call out Tech when he was getting voted in anyway. You should have saw those writings on the wall. But Steve hasn't played the game in so long, so I still don't even understand why Darrell voted in Tech, but it is what it is. But that was it. It seemed like they put up a mid-trailer review at the end of the episode, and it was a really good mid trailer. It looks like, I don't understand. Like, is it two different production staffs? Like, the people creating the daily challenges and eliminations for All Stars way better than the main show, than the main event. They over there doing cookie cutter challenges. You said, wait a minute, Dabu. You said, I done got it wrong. Did Tina is on All Stars 3 after quitting? Because all she gonna do on All Stars 3 is, as soon as she doesn't get her way, she gonna quit again. They must really like her. I don't know. You agreeing, Eric? It is absolutely better. Hey, Zuda, you kind of late. We at the end of this review. While you in the chat, Zuda, what did you think about the episode? Steve flipping on his alliance, calling out Tech. Everybody wanting revenge for Derek, which I don't know why. Derek probably would have won the thing this season. Tell us your opinion real quick. You said, dang it. Hey, Eric. You really did love the episode again. I agree. I really have more to say about this Real World Homecoming. That's my next live. I might make that one early because I don't have 45 more minutes of the challenge All Stars 2 to talk about. I really have a lot to say about episode 2 of Real World. Do you all want me to start the next live early, or you want a 45-minute break? Let me know. I was waiting all day for this, but did something last second. It was like saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to make it late because this Friday is my nail appointment, so I already got home late. I just don't have that much to say about it, Zuda. Usually a lot goes on. Not that much really went on. You said I started early. I thought I started on time. Oh, you want me to start LA early? That's what I'm going to do. That way we can knock that one out. So Eric, Zuda, Dabu, everybody in the chat, I'm going to end this one because it was a cute episode and all, but I already made all my points. I really got a lot to say about Real World LA, and I want to know what you all think as well. So I'm going to turn this one off. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to turn that one on. So I hope you all come back. If you're watching this on the rewatch, go ahead and like this video and let me know in the comments what you thought about this past week's episode. And again, I'll be back next Friday for the next episode of All Stars. So I'll see you later. Bye.